The Office of the Prime Minister Press Office is the primary liaison between the Fourth Estate and the Office of the Prime Minister and Cabinet.
Every day, we are working to build a more inclusive economy and a stronger, safer country.
Hear all of the latest developments as the Davis administration carries out the broad mandate of progress and change. Our live weekly press briefings provide full access to current newsmakers on the most topical issues of the day. We facilitate prompt responses from cabinet ministers on the latest reports and get answers on the issues that matter to you.
Will any penalties be levied against the
OPM Press Now, keeping you in the know. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Office of the Prime Minister. Thank you all for being here. I apologize for the slightly late start, but I'll get straight into today's agenda. As you all are aware, if you've been following the news, the Davis administration has spent the better part of its term focusing in particular on energy generation in the Bahamas, making it more reliable and, of course, affordable for Bahamians. Toward this end, a series of public-private partnerships have been established to make just that happen in our family islands and across the Bahamas. Today, we are pleased to welcome and introduce one such company engaged in one of those partnerships, Renugen, who will be taking on the project of establishing hybrid grid projects in Cat Island, Long Island, and San Salvador in particular. And we will welcome with the details of the progress on these major projects, Mr. Lamore Bingham, Operations Manager for Renugen Pro Limited, and Mr. Dan Roscoe, President and CEO of Renugen Pro Limited and Roswell Development. Also this morning, it is almost that time for Junkanoo, which always gets us excited. And we are very pleased to speak with the organizers of the parade, as well as one of the title sponsors of the parade, Alive, who will tell us some of the new features, expectations for this year's Junkanoo Parade. And last but not least, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, who always bring the energy, always happy to see them. And they will be giving us the details of a new Battle of the High School Bands, an inaugural Battle of the High School Bands, which will feature the talents of our young people. So without further ado, we will get started with Renugen and their plans for Family Island energy generation. Mr. Lamore Bingham, Operations Manager for Renugen Pro. Please welcome him.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Mikisha, for having us here at the Prime Minister's office today. So, like Mikisha said, my name is Lamar Bingham, Operations Manager for Renugen Pro. Our company is a Bahamian-led organization created in a partnership with Wilcom Tech and Roswell Development of Canada. Our team brings a decade of combined experience in construction, renewable energy, project development, logistics, and operations management. So today we are here to provide an update on our clean energy microgrid program for Cat Island, Long Island, and San Salvador. The project is directly aligned with the government's of the Bahamas commitment to provide a more affordable, sustainable, and affordable energy for the Bahamian communities. Right? So here at Renugen, Renugen was basically, who are we? Renugen Pro brings together the expertise of Wilcom Tech, which is the local expertise here in the Bahamas, and the Canadian engineering depth of the Roswell Development of Canada. So Wilcom Tech is a Bahamian-owned company with more than 20 years of hands-on experience in construction, logistics, procurement work throughout the Bahamas. Whereas Roswell brings over a decade of leadership in the renewable energy in wind, solar, battery storage, and public infrastructure. They also have, over the years, managed to have over $150 million in successful clean energy projects throughout the Caribbean and Canada as well. So currently, our projects are underway in Cat Island, Long Island, and San Salvador. And it is a part of the government's broader energy reform and modernization mandate. The sustainable electricity in the Family Islands is key in the step of growing local economies through the creation of stable and affordable power solutions. We are working closely with the Ministry of Energy and Transport, as well as our partners at BPL, to ensure the project's success. The partnership with Renugen Pro will promote national goals of reliability, affordability, sustainability, and a long-term energy resilience. We are moving forward aggressively on these three islands, where engineering, preliminary design, and planning are already in progress. So on these islands, we have already cleared land. We have already did geotechnical studies, which will help us in our finalization, our final pile designs for the solar panels, as well as finalizing the last steps on the equipment that will be used. Okay. The partnership that we plan to deliver. So the project itself we will utilize a hybrid clean energy design, which means that it combines solar PV, which are the panels, battery storage, and natural gas generation to serve as a cleaner, more reliable replacement for the aging diesel systems. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, knows about the aging diesel systems, right? So with this approach, the installation from a hybrid standpoint will ensure that a stable power will be granted day and night during storms and during high demand periods. Once completed, this will be a major improvement from the aging diesel systems currently powering the islands. Every part of this project fully aligns with the government's commitment to deliver stable, modern, sustainable power throughout the Bahamas, including islands where reliability challenges have persisted for decades. This project supports reliable electricity, affordable power supply, a modern, cleaner grid, reduced reliance on imported fuels, and stronger energy security for our Family Islands. Through this 25-year PPA, or Power Purchase Agreement, with the government of the Bahamas, we know that what is being built is long-term. It's a long-term solution to support the growth in tourism, small businesses, and residential and community developments on each island. By moving towards clean energy, we will directly improve the quality of life for residents and business owners. At the completion, Cat Island, Long Island, San Salvador will experience fewer outages and have a more reliable power supply. The new energy hybrid system also works together with building a more sustainable Bahamas through, we plan to reduction of carbon dioxide emissions by 65%. Based on the current diesel emission models. We also have significant reduction in fossil fuels dependence. The design also includes inherent capacity headroom. This will allow to serve existing demand and support incremental load growth without the need for additional new investment. This will be transformational for all our islands, right? So with all that said, I'd like to introduce Dan Roscoe. He's our president and CEO of Renugen Pro Limited and the Roswell Development Company. They are Canadian technical partners, and he will take us through the deeper insight into the engineering and design behind this project.
Thank you very much, and good morning. It's a great pleasure to be here to introduce ourselves to you and to talk a little bit more about the technical aspects of these projects. As Lamore said, my name is Dan Roscoe, and I've been working in renewable energy for over 20 years. Roswell was founded by with a goal to help not only further renewable energy in our home province of Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada, but to export the experience that we have in Nova Scotia in transitioning to renewable energy to places that desperately need it, like the Bahamas. Not only have we focused on adoption of renewable energy, but on the local ownership of renewable energy. The local resources that we have, both in Nova Scotia and Canada and in the Bahamas, are great, but the benefits of developing those resources should stay here, should stay local. That's always been a founding principle of Roswell, and we're very excited to be here in the Bahamas to help Bahamians accomplish the same thing that we've been doing for 20 years in Canada. We have built over $150 million worth of projects, wind, solar, and battery projects throughout, primarily in Canada, some in the United States as well in the Caribbean. And we just broke ground on a $300 million project, which would be our largest wind farm to date in Nova Scotia. So this experience that we are bringing, 20 years of renewable energy experience, has helped guide and form the design and approach that we're using on these three islands. So our engineering approach is as follows. Primarily, the first and fundamental principle is that we are designing systems that will be hurricane resistant. As the ocean is warming and hurricanes are getting more challenging, both here and in Nova Scotia, we need to design our systems to be future compliant. We are working with solar power as it is clean, local, cost stable, and it is the backbone of these projects in reducing emissions and increasing the affordability of the energy that we're deploying. Battery systems are quickly changing the way that we produce electricity. They are faster and better in almost every aspect than their fossil fuel counterparts. So they, along with the solar, combine to make a very powerful electricity and reliable electricity source. In addition, we are also bringing clean natural gas to these projects to backstop the solar and the battery to create a fully reliant system. As Lamar said, that will replace the diesel generation that's currently the primary source on these islands. This, we have found through great effort, will be the optimal solution for these islands and their current energy usage. As we look at each island in particular, Cat Island, Long Island, and San Salvador all have slightly different energy profiles. We have analyzed the energy needs of each island and designed a system to meet the demands of the island currently and to be able to grow with those islands as their electricity use will surely increase as it becomes more affordable and more reliable. For Cat Island and San Salvador, we have 1 megawatt of solar. Long Island, slightly bigger, we have 3 megawatt of solar. And each island will have a varying amount of natural gas and batteries based on not only their regular usage, but the seasonal usage and in certain high seasons like homecoming and regatta festivals and so forth. All of these designs will provide major improvements to grid stability, capacity, and the resilience of these islands. And as Lamar said, increase the quality of life for both the residents and the businesses that rely on energy to meet their needs. From a project timelines perspective, we've been working on these projects for over 2 years now, but moving forward, we are active on site with geotechnical work. We are engaged in interconnection studies and finalizing the engineering and design that will go into these projects. Concurrently, we are raising the investment that's needed to execute these projects, which I'll talk about in a second. And then once those two things are done, we will start ordering equipment. And later in 2026, we will be active on building the foundations, the roads, the work that's needed to put these projects together, and equipment will start to arrive, and we should be all completed on all 3 islands in 2027. Community engagement will continue throughout the life of the project, and RenewGen Pro will not only be involved in the front end of these projects, but the ongoing operation on an ongoing basis. The financing, as I mentioned, is well underway. It's being facilitated by Leno Bahamas, and early in the new year, the opportunity to invest in these projects will be made public. As we said, it's a founding principle of both the government and of RenewGen Pro to have local ownership of these projects. So there will be an opportunity for Bahamians to invest directly in these projects. The total value of these projects combined of the 3 islands is roughly between $40 and $45 million. So what's happening next? We're finalizing the geotechnical and interconnection, the front-end engineering work that's essential to construct these projects. Once that is done and the financing is finalized, we will purchase and procure the panels, the batteries, the generators, all the components that are needed to execute these projects and start construction. We will work collaboratively with the government, with the local communities, and with BPL in the execution of these projects over the next 2 years. So thank you very much for your time today. We are proud to play a role in supporting the government's efforts to modernize the energy infrastructure and increase the reliability, improve the affordability and the sustainability of our electricity system. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you both for those very informative presentations. We'll now open the floor for questions on this matter. Questions?
Just want to find out, I know on some of the islands where new systems are being put, there's talk about the transmission and distribution systems and how good they are on those islands. What have you seen on the islands that you're about to do work on? Are they up to scratch for what you're doing?
We're still in the process of doing our interconnection studies, which will review not only how we interconnect with the system, but the needs of the system from a power quality and perspective. Obviously, we're focusing on the generation aspect, where the transmission and distribution will remain the responsibility of BPL. All of our projects are located adjacent to existing generation, so we're tying in, we're still determining exactly where, but essentially in the same location. Having more robust energy supply does not remove the need to make sure that power lines are maintained, and the structures associated with that maintained over time.
Any further questions? All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, we will move now to the subject of Junkanoo, and it's no controversy today, thank God. We are going to be, however, talking about some of the new features and which you can expect on Bay Street, and we will begin that segment with a brief video presentation.
Empty. Bay Street holds its breath because it knows what's coming. Watch the hands adjust the shoulder pieces while heavily taped fingers strike goatskin drums. Junkanoo starts long before the first costume hits the line. It starts in the shacks, and now the spirit rises again at Pompey Square along Bay Street east by Government Printing. On December 18th and 19th, the very first Bahamas Junkanoo Festival rises to meet the world. These 2 nights kick off 5 nights that celebrate the music, dance, and craft of Junkanoo. Junkanoo comes alive outside of the parades in a celebration of everything that makes us who we are. This December, come witness the soul of our people come celebrate the Bahamas Junkanoo Festival.
There will be some new features this time around in Junkanoo. I'm very pleased to welcome the NJC Chair, Mr. Warren Andrew Pinder, with the NJC's perspective on ticket sales, et cetera, and all the rest of it. Mr. Pinder, please. Thank you.
Good morning. For the opportunity to provide an update on the progress of this year's Junkanoo season. Over the past several weeks, we have achieved a number of significant milestones that placed us in a very strong position heading into the holidays. First, we have successfully finalized and adopted official rules for the 2025-2026 parades. This process, conducted in close consultation with the groups, has ensured a fair, consistent, and transparent framework for competition. We also completed the signing of two major partner agreements with Collect, the Bear of the Bahamas, and Alive, our digital and technology-led partners. Both agreements are substantial multi-year commitments. In addition to these major partners, we are actively in discussion with several additional sponsors, not only for the New Providence parades, but also for Grand Bahama and the Family Island parades, where interest has been especially encouraging. These conversations reflect the widening appeal of Junkanoo as a national cultural product and the desire of partners to be directly associated with its growth. Across the Family Islands, preparations remain firmly on track. Eleuthera will host the first off-island parade on December 27th, positioned between the Boxing Day and New Year's Day parade. Plans for Exumer, Abaco, Andros, Cat Island, Inagua, and Grand Bahama continue steadily, as does the planning for Junior Junkanoo, which remains a key pillar of youth engagement and cultural education. Earlier this month, we hosted what has now been recognized as the largest practice rushed audience ever. The atmosphere on Bay Street was electric, and the public response reaffirmed the deep love Bahamians continue to have for this tradition. This past weekend, we held Nervous Saturday, broadcast live on RTV and Rev Cable Bahamas, from the Montague foreshore during the best of the best regatta. The crowd was among the largest we have seen for a draw, and the event was a tremendous success. We were also pleased that the groups were able to sell merchandise on site, providing an important revenue boost as they prepare for the season. As we move into the week, we are excited to approach this Friday, which marks the first ever National Junkanoo T-shirt Day. We are inviting the entire country to wear their group colors and represent proudly. We expect this new tradition to grow significantly in participation and national spirit in years to come. On Monday, tickets officially went on sale through the event, a live events app, and in Alive stores. A representative from Alive will speak to the details, but we are encouraged by the strong public response. Importantly, we expanded the ticket pool from just over 5,000 tickets in previous years to more than 8,000 tickets available this year. This is a major step forward for ensuring more Bahamians have access to prime viewing areas that were often sold out within minutes in the past. Centralized ticket sales through the Alive Events app also ensured a more accountable, transparent system for ticketing and seating. We also continue to advance preparations for the Bahamas Junkanoo Festival, which forms a major part of our broader Junkanoo 365 initiative. The festival will take place across two key locations over 5 days: December 18th and 19th at Pompey Square, December 20th, 21st, and 28th at Government Printing on Bay Street. The festival will feature live rush outs, a Junkanoo cultural village, interactive demonstrations of costume building, youth workshops, a vibrant marketplace, and nightly entertainment. This event offers both local and visiting an immersive junk canoe experience in the lead up to the major parades, and is designed to strengthen the economic and cultural impact of junk canoe beyond the holiday seasons. Preparations are progressing well, and we are excited to introduce this new anchor event to the national calendar. Behind the scenes, our junk canoe teams has completed their modules, our judging team has completed their modules. An ongoing training continues to ensure full readiness. Judges play a vital role in the integrity of the parade, and we thank them for their commitment. This year, we have also introduced new competitive prizes that have generated tremendous enthusiasm among the groups. These include Rugby Square, King Bella Award, Raw Zone Award, and Fanfare Award. An additional individual prize awards will be announced shortly and explained in detail. As chairman, I want to again thank the groups for the patience, input, and partnership. As we navigate this important period of transition, their willingness to engage constructively with the NJC has strengthened the process and positioned us for a better future. I also wish to thank Minister Mario Boleg for his steady commitment to what is the best for junk canoe. As we prepare for the future, his support has been unwavering and has helped guide the many improvements we are now seeing come to life. In summary, the momentum heading into the 2025-2026 junk canoe season is extremely strong. Public support remains high. Our partners are engaged. And across the country, from Nassau to Family Islands, the excitement is building. I am proud of the dedication shown by the NJC, our volunteers, the groups, our partners, and all who contribute to this powerful cultural tradition. We look forward to welcoming the nation to Bay Street very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pinder. Now, if you're one of those people who thinks 2 parades aren't enough, well, we have something to fill that gap for you. One of the new features being introduced by the junk canoe community, a series of junk canoe festivals. And right now I'd like to call on Ms. Angelique McKay, who is part of the organizing group dealing with those festivals. We'll tell you when they are and what they will entail.
Good morning, Bahamas, and good morning, world. We are launching the inaugural Bahamas Junk Canoe Festival. It's going to take place December 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, and 28th. The first 2 days of the festival are going to be along the wharf and inclusive of Pompey Square, downtown Nassau, Bahamas. The last 3 days will be east of East Street, between East Street and Elizabeth Avenue on Bay Street proper, and our stage will be set up in government publications. This festival has been designed to allow persons to get an inside look and an intimate look at the creative arts of junk canoe and the production process that goes into it, as well as creating opportunities to empower our junk canoe artists who give tirelessly to the production of those 2 major parades that take place on Bay Street. It also allows for us to partner with the Ministry of Tourism, which is our marketing machine for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So they're in an opportunity and poised in position now to be able to highlight junk canoe to the world, because we're bringing junk canoe to the world to allow more persons to be able to see that which fuels the people of the Bahamas. We're also partnering with the Tourism Development Corporation and an element that they have been successfully producing, which is called Bites on Bay, which allows to assist with the revitalization of Bay Street, east of East Street. So we are in a position as well with this festival to highlight the orange economy of the Bahamas, in that we have roving artists, we have visual artists that are going to be on display, we have professional junk canoe artists that are going to be showcasing cardboard manipulation techniques. We have various pasters from throughout the junk canoe community that will be there. live entertainment from top Bahamian artists as well as bands, Bahamian bands. We're gonna have mixology presentations, culinary demonstrations. We have our fashion designers from BTVI that are also gonna be a part of what it is that we're doing. So we're bringing the best that the Bahamas has to offer along with our Junkanoo to empower persons that are going to be there. And we want the world to know and understand that Junkanoo is indeed the greatest show on earth. And the motto for our festival is to come and experience the authentic energy, excitement, and spirit of Junkanoo. Thank you.
All right. I'd now like to welcome to the podium one of our co-title sponsors. Where would we be without them? This morning, Tanya Bain of Alive will give us details about Alive's involvement in the parade. That a lot of that has to do with ticketing, with seating, which direction to go in, even some new voting features that the public will be able to participate in. Please welcome Ms. Bain.
Good morning, everyone. Some of the new key features that Alive has introduced into this new Junkanoo ticketing feature are the polling feature, which we will launch on the night of the parade. The new feature is also Section Finder, which allows persons to find their section more easy. We also have opened up the pool for international customers to register as well. As it relates to tickets right now, for Boxing Day, we have Section H, Section I, and Section F are completely sold out. Other sections are remaining. Some of the two sections, which is currently within Rossum Square for Boxing Day, still have seats that are available. Although those seats are not at the prime location, those seats are higher up, they are still available and ready to be sold. As it relates for New Year's Day tickets are going rather quickly, but we have Section I that is almost filled out. Other sections are still remaining for the public to purchase.
Thank you very much. I'll now open the floor for questions related to Junkanoo. Questions?
Hi, Jay Russell from the Tribune. Would she be able to say how many tickets exactly have been sold thus far?
For which parade? Let me ask that first. Okay, so I don't have a total in front of me, but I can give a drill down. Section I, like I mentioned, is completely sold out. Section H is completely sold out. Section L, we have 97% of seats that have already been sold. Section G, the same thing, is 97%. Section E, that is 87% already sold out. So other seats that are remaining, I can go in detail if that's okay? All right, Section A, 24% have already been sold. B, 43% have already been sold. C, 16%. D, 66% have already been sold. And Section M, 30% have already been sold. And our new VIP section, which is called the VIP Pavilion, that is located directly behind Section M in Cabinet Parking Lot, that has one seat remaining. And that was actually, those tickets were $260. So the public is buying. And I can also state that persons have purchased those tickets as well for the VIP section for the New Year's Day Parade. New Year's Day Parade is wide open and is ready to be sold. Over the previous years, we've noticed that persons would usually purchase New Year's Day tickets right after Boxing Day or when it's nearing closer to the parade. Any other questions?
I know there were some concerns from people who were trying to buy tickets when they first went on sale due to some technical difficulties.
Correct.
Has that been completely cleared up, and are people still experiencing any challenges at all?
So that is completely cleared. As it relates to challenges, I would say persons are experiencing difficulties receiving the OTP code. Now, that is nothing on our platform. That's more or less on the customer's on the customer's mobile device. So what we have done via social media, we have also asked customers to come into the Alive stores, and the supervisors and the managers, they are equipped with the technology to assist the customers. And then also we have the live chat available where the team are actually on there and communicating with the public. I can also state that when persons are not online on the chat after hours, just this morning I went through and I had a list of persons that I needed to contact so I could have assist them with retrieving their OTP code.
Another complaint you received was that I think some people said you can pick your section but not the seat number. Is that correct?
You can pick your section, but not.
Like some people experience difficulties in picking the exact seats they wanted in a particular section.
So during the glitch, we did have persons who were purchasing tickets. So what is happening is that what happened before for the first, I would say 3 to 4 hours, we had persons who were trying to make that purchase and it was showing up as available on the application. However, once we went in and we did a manual review, we were able to put those tickets, block those tickets in the system so they were not showing up as available. They showed up as available because we needed to ensure that those persons' credit card transactions did go through.
And ticket purchases, are they strictly limited to the Alive Events app?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Thank you.
All right, no further questions on Junkanoo. Thank you very much. All right, I'd now like to call to the podium Ms. Sandina from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. But we will begin their presentation with a video before she tells us about the inaugural Battle of the High School Bands.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, under the distinguished leadership of the Honorable Minister, Mario K. Bole, is thrilled to announce the most electrifying event of the year, the Battle of the High School Pop Band Competition, taking place Monday, December 15th, in the heart of downtown Nassau, Ralston Square. Come alive with music, energy, incredible talent of our nation's youth performers. Come share the flavor, come share the music, come share the moment. Prizes and surprises. The Battle of the High School Pop Band Competition, Monday, December 15th at 5 p.m., Ralston Square. Don't miss it. Who's gonna win the battle?
Who are we? The Giants! Who are we? The Giants! We are the St. John's College Pop Band, and we can't wait to see you Monday, December 15th at the Battles of the High School Pop Bands at Ralston Square.
Hey, Nito! What? How you gonna get there? Find me a boat.
Just looking for the students to go on and enjoy themselves. Full energy, they worked hard, and so I'm hoping that their hard work pays off and they go on stage and they leave everything there.
Well, just that we're looking forward to coming over and putting on a real good show in Ralston Square and hope we get a great response from that.
That's what he's talking about.
I think that's how we're supposed to sound. I think so too. But anyway, I think that was a trial and error. But you guys love to come and see. The 15th of December, Ralston Square, 5 o'clock. Right.
We're the Aces, and we coming for it all. December 15th, we'll be there, and we're ready. See you there.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, we are always so excited to be here. Thank you so much to Keishla for inviting us and for having us here to discuss this first edition of the Battle of the High School Pop Bands. This is the vision of our Honorable Minister Mario Boleg. So shout out to our minister. Let's hear it for our minister. Yes. He is so excited and pumped about this event, and it flows from the head. We have joined with his excitement, and this is a full partnership event. So our permanent secretary is on board. Let's shout out our permanent secretary, Neil Campbell. And we have the support of the Division of Cultural Affairs. Shout out to Director Grant. Yes. We are also excited to be partnering with the Ministry of Education, Technical and Vocational Training. They have fully come on board with all of their schools participating. We are so excited. And we also have the absolute best support from the Ministry of Tourism, Director General Latia Boduncombe, and all of the folks at the Tourism Development Corporation. Guess who's also come on board? The Ministry for Grand Bahama. Let's give it up for them. We also have so many other partners, vendors, and sponsors. And as you can see, our young people are what? Excited. So we are excited to welcome them into City Central at Rawson Square on Monday, December 15th at 5 p.m. We need everyone seated by 4:30 p.m. Who's going to be there early? We all have to be there so super early. If you are joining us, we need you to be there absolutely early and on time. If not early, you got to be there before 5 p.m. Our bands that are participating, as you can see from the video, we have St. Anne's School, the Blue Waves. Anyone representing the Blue Waves? No? Yeah. Yes, Blue Waves. Come on, let me hear y'all in the comments. We also have GHS, C.R. Walker, St. John's College, the Aces of Aquinas, the Pacers from Orem Bailey, and all the way from the nation's second city, traveling to Nassau for this competition. Give it up for St. George's. We are absolutely excited to have all of them. Pop bands is something that has popped up. They have emerged. And so we want to not only showcase them, but we want to highlight them and we want to celebrate them. So what better way to celebrate young people than with what? Trophies, prizes, cash prizes, and so many surprises. We have our hosts in the persons of Anya Bow and the always animated Leonardo Burrows, who are going to be electrifying the stage, along with our pop bands. Our judges are a surprise. When you get there, you will see them. You'll be so excited to see them shine, hint, hint. And you're going to be just favored with so many performances from our pop bands. And as they indicated in the video, we want to see who's going to emerge as the winner so that they can have bragging rights for an entire year as the top high school pop band. And wouldn't you know it, we already have a waiting list for next year's competition. The Southern Islands, Andros, Abaco, Exuma, everyone is just waiting to have their invitation for next year's edition. And so we want to say thank you so much again for this opportunity. Look out for all the media that you will see coming out over the next coming days with our bands just showcasing and giving you sneak peeks of what you can expect on Monday, when December 15th at 5 p.m. in Rawson Square. We also have so many talented and amazing vendors who will be there to provide you with your snacks and your goodies and all of your treats. We have so many dignitaries that we are also honored to be able to have join us on Monday. So we need you all to come and fill up the square as we celebrate our young people. And what do Bahamian love more than anything else? This is what? Free, free, free. So you come out, you park, lots of parking will be available, and it's a free event. So we want you to bring your youth groups, bring your children, bring all of our seniors, all of our seasoned saints. We want all of them to be there. We want your schools to come out. Come out and rep your school. You saw how Junkanu came and brought the energy. We want the schools to come and bring all of the energy to support our young people in this great work that they are doing. So we are just so happy to come behind them and push them in their efforts. Thank you all so much again, and we'll take any questions that you may have. 7 pop bands will be participating this coming Monday. And so it's a battle, so there'll be a first round, and then once the judges decide, there'll be a top 5, and then they will compete for the top 3 prizes. So they get trophies. The top 3 get trophies, and then there's a cash prize for the winning band and the second place and third place. Then there's a pizza party, and then there are other prizes and surprises that have been generously donated by our sponsors. Things that young people like, whether it's food or movie tickets or that kind of thing. You know what young people always enjoy.
Ms. Neely, what are the criteria pretty much for the bonds?
What they'll be playing?
No, not just what they'll be playing, like what are the judges judging by? What are they looking for?
So the judges are judging them on creativity, of course. They're judging them on vocals. They're judging them also on overall performance. And so they're going to be taking you through music from Bahamian legends, past and present. And then they're also able to do some mashups where they can add other genres into their repertoires. That's it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much, Director Neely, for that presentation, and we look forward to the Battle of the High School Bands. It should be good. Well, thank you all, everyone, again, for your attendance and participation. In case I don't see you anymore for the remainder of the year, I want to wish everyone a very special Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year. All the best for the year ahead. That brings our press briefing to a close. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.